Hi guys and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a infill on some jelly tips. So Erin's had these on now for a couple of weeks. She's got a growth mark. We don't have time to take them off and do a new set, so we're just going to infill for this moment to get her through the Christmas. So I'm just going to start by cleaning her hands. You can rub those together. And then I'm going to be using our e-file and I'm going to be removing the gel polish off the top. So I'll do this one to show you. So I'm just removing the gel. So these do have EasiBuild on. We put a little layer of EasiBuild on for her just to give her some extra strength while she's working over the Christmas. So when you're removing the gel polish, make sure that you remove any lifted areas that are around, because you don't want to leave anything on, because moisture can get underneath and then create a nasty green bacteria stain, so you don't want that. So once we've removed the gel, I'm going to just get our plush brush and just give a little dust. I'm going to be using our eradicator to gently ease back the cuticle. And once you've eased that back, you can either go in with your knife and do the cuticle work, or if you're e-file trained, go in with your cuticle bit. So I'm going to have this on about number 7 to do our cuticles. So I'm just going to do this side first, so gently going around. So I'm pushing back the cuticle and just gently keeping it flat. I'm going around, so I'm pushing back the cuticle and just removing any dead cells, dead skin that's sitting on that nail. I'm going to pop it into reverse now so I can do the opposite side. So I'm going to go around now and do this side. So again, just nice and gentle, pushing back the cuticle and keeping it flat. So this exfoliates the skin and the cuticle area. Just gonna go back into forward. There we go. So once that's done, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna get our file and we're just gonna put some shape back in. So Erin has these a nice pointy almonds, so they're not as pointy as a stiletto. They're still a little bit softer, but they're not as round as a normal almond. So we're just popping the shape in and then just go over. Make sure you've got no little loose bits. Just keep making sure it's nice and flush. And go right around the cuticle area. Just to remove any little bits that may be sitting. And then we're going to remove him. She's got a little bit of a sticky cuticle there. He doesn't seem to want to move. So I'm just going to give him another little push down and just a little scrape. Okay, I'm going to get my prep. Give it a squirt and a little scrub. That's just going to make sure that it's nicely prepped. I'm going to remove my dust because we don't want that there. I'm just going to give my little matte wipe over, because you don't want any dust when you're working with gel. You don't want it to be stuck into your brushes or anything, or get into your bottle and contaminate it. So always give your desk a little wipe. Okay, so first of all I'm going to go in with some rubber base. So I'm putting it right up to the cuticle, so we're covering the full natural nail. of where the jelly tip has grown up. And then we're going to pop him in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I'm going to infill with our EasiBuild. This is Dead Bear Pink, but you can use whatever colour. You could also infill them with PolyBuild. Right, so I'm going to get our EasiBuild. So the first thing I'm going to do is a slick layer. So this acts as a guide. It tells you, well, it tells your building layer where it can and can't go. So keep this nice and neat. Don't get it on the cuticles and it'll not flood. So just gently push up to the cuticle as close as you can get, but not right on top of it. And then we're going to load our brush up. So once it's up, I like to let my EasiBuild drop to the tip of the brush. Just makes it easier to control. And then again, I'm going to start about here and I'm going to slowly push the gel up to the cuticle. And then I'm going to start to bring it down, trying to keep contact with the gel at all times so you don't get any air bubbles. And down to the tip. Now at this point you can use a little brush, so if you have a lining brush then that is perfect for just getting it right round the edges, right round the cuticle if you need it. I'm just going to pull some bulk up from the sides. We don't want it to have a fat side. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to then tip him over for natural apex. So the gravity is going to pull the EasiBuild down and it's going to create a nice natural apex. Okay, and then Erin's going to pop that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Make sure to clean your brush after using it. Make sure you keep it away from the lamp so the gel doesn't set. Give it a wipe. And then you're going to need a wipe to remove the tacky layer. So once you've done all 5 fingers, obviously you would then go back in. So wipe them. I'm going to check it first. So if I wasn't happy and I didn't feel like she had enough apex, I would go back in and repeat that process, slick layer, build a layer just to give it more build. But that's pretty good. She hasn't long had these done, so the apex is still in place. So I'm just going to give it a wipe. Okay, so then I'm going to go in now with my with my normal file, Halo Elite. This is the 100-180. Just doing the side walls, popping the shape back into the free edge, and then I'm going to do my normal filing routine. So I'm going to do side wall and pulling it over to create a nice curve. And then again, this one. And then I'm going to pull back the skin and go around the cuticle area. So even though we are in e-file trained, I like to do my final shape, and with the file, I don't think you can perfect with an e-file like you can a normal file. So I like to go back in and use my normal file to get in the shape, make sure the cuticle area is nice and flush. So once I'm done that and I'm happy, I'm just going to quickly smooth out this, just checking down all the time to make sure that is nice and even. Get any little raggies off. Okay, so he is looking pretty good. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change my A-file bit to my backfill bit, and I'm just going to go in and make sure that cuticle area is lovely and flush. The last thing we want is for Erin to get any lifting, especially next week, as we're going to be so busy. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do our own nails. So I'm going to make sure that this is lovely and flush, and that these are going to last a good 2 to 3 weeks until we get time to redo them. Yeah, so he's looking good. So once you've been in with your e-file, I then like to go in with my Halo Elite buffer, and I'm just going over perfecting the shape and also removing out any big scratches that my file's put in. So once he's done, I'm going to clean him up. And then we're going to go back in with normal base coat, because you don't need rubber, it's not touching the natural nail. This is just so that the polish has a nice base to stick to. So nice, good, even coverage. Bounce up to the cuticle. And then once you're happy with that, pop it in the lamp for 30 seconds. So Erin's nail is now infill, so I'm going to do the rest of them. We've also put a base coat on, so this nail is now ready for colour or nail art or whatever we're going to do. So I'm going to finish this video here, and then I'm going to do another video and you can watch me do some Christmas nail art on this finger. See you in the next one. Bye.